Derek in here as well.
Welcome, my friends, to the show that never ends. It is SHIRO show number 33. Big numbers, big people, big love, big hatred, depending on who you hate. Maybe you hate the Nintendo, maybe you hate the Sonys, maybe you hate yourself. I know I sure as hell do. But anyways, welcome to the SHIRO show. I am Patrick, and today we are for a great show for you and me and no one's dog named Blue. Anyways, we got some guests, vocalists, gonna feed on this track today, my homies. Yeah. West Side. Anyways, who we got in the chat? We got plenty of people. Seawin, and yeah, Seawin right now. How's it going, Mr. Seawin? How it be?
Doing
How
well.
it do?
Doing well. I just won the office chili cook-off.
Oh, nice. Getting that chili con carne. Delicious.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All the other ones were really typical chilies, and I went with something a little more unique. I think that's what won me the prize.
Fair enough. What'd you put in your chili, or is that a trade secret?
Instead of ground beef, I got a chuck roast and cut that thing up.
Ooh, nice.
I cut back on the tomatoes and instead went for actual chili peppers.
Ooh, nice. Do you put any like ghost peppers in there, or is it just like trying to mix the spiciness with the taste of it as well?
You're trying to cut back on heat, I'd say, and go more for flavor. I mean, I still put in 3 different types of chili powders, but yeah. I think what I made was something truly special.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. Usually when I make mine, I add a couple of chili powders and I add a spice of alcohol. I can't remember what it was. I think it's some Guinness or something.
Oh yeah, I use red wine.
Yeah, I use some alcohol to give it a nice touch. I forget exactly what it was, and then the biggest one is a little cinnamon. I don't know if you do that as well.
Yeah, I do. I meant to do that. I was doing that and allspice.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, cinnamon's my secret to that one. It's delicious though. I want chili now. I think I'm gonna make that next week. Thanks a lot, Len.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Chili
it.
sounds good.
Making me hungry now. But congratulations.
Actually,
What is it?
The secret ingredient is a spoonful of Vegemite.
Interesting. Ooh, that's some boldness right there. But you know, as they say, was it fortune favors the bold? Is what they say. I think I read that on a fortune cookie once. But yeah, that's really cool, and I'm glad to have him in the chat. We have Dave here, but his voice is pretty messed up. Dave, do you want to demonstrate how messed up your voice is?
Hello.
Yeah, so he ain't gonna be talking for this one unless he has something important to say. No offense,
What's up,
Dave.
Dave, that's Solid Snake.
Liquid. God. Yeah, man, I need to play that again. But speaking of games, I just want to talk about a game I've been playing and I beat recently is Metroid Dread. I beat that last weekend, and man, that game is a lot of fun. Finally, a game that I've been waiting for so many years, and it was perfect. Perfect in my opinion. A lot better than a lot of other Metroids, especially Metroid Prime. But it was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. It was a great game. The villain was great. The twists were great. And overall, I recommend playing it if you haven't. It's worth I think it's like $50 that it costs, or 60. I can't remember.
It's full 60.
Is it full 60? Yeah, 100% worth that price. I got the collector's edition, and I got the cool things with it, so that was really nice. Regular edition's also good too, unless it's not really a big deal. It didn't really have that much. But I just got it because I'm a Metroid fanboy, so it was great. Recommend playing that if you haven't. Get a Switch. I also played a little bit of that was it the Saturn tribute Guardian Force?
Saturn Tribute with Cotton 2.
Yeah, it was a long weird title, but I got that and I played it and it was all right. The lag is not that great, but I don't know. I noticed maybe it was just me, but on the Saturn through my frame I also didn't feel as great. It felt like there was some lag with that too. Maybe that was just me, but I don't know. I've heard that there's always been some issues with input lag on the STV board. So I don't know what's up with that. So maybe that might be the question. But I had an alright time. It's in all honesty, it's good enough for me. I just want to play something on Cotton on the go, and if I want to hack it, I could probably play some Police Knots on the go. That'd be kind of fun, right? Police Knots gonna shoot some people, do some other things, adventure.
Well,
man,
you know, I approve of that one, Pat.
absolutely, yes. Yes. But anyways, I guess in terms of that, like I said, I was out last week. I went camping, was pretty fun. Had a really good time, played some a lot of foosball, more than I thought I would, but it was a lot of fun. Did some hiking, went some adventure, played some stuff. So yeah, overall great trip. Had a good time. Thanks guys for inviting me. I am back in the fold now to give you the SHIRO show as you want it. The show of the SHIROs must go on. Kind of funny that it was like one person's out and the other one's out the next week, so we might have a special guest appearance coming up, so if they join us in the chat, we'll add them in. But until then, why don't we go to the news segment? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Just messed up a little bit. Actually, before we start, I actually have someone has a really important announcement to make and discussion. Why don't you kick it off, C1, and talk about the Sakura Wars Game Boy project?
Right. So I just announced 5 minutes ago publicly that the script and 1.0 patch of Sakura Wars GB, after 3 months of work, not even, is coming out on November 8th. And we're very excited. Yeah, we're very excited to show this thing off. I've been reaching out to different contacts, and I think the game might even be shown off on a certain YouTuber named GameSec.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
The upcoming episode. Yeah.
Nice. We got some game sacks going on. We got some sack of games. My favorite. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for the game. We played that a couple weeks ago now, and it was a ton of fun. And I actually, funny enough, I brought it on my trip with me. I loaded up in my PSP on the emulator, and I was playing a little bit. Like I said, it's a ton of fun, and I like how you can just pick it up and go. It's not like a huge RPG commitment. It's like you pick it up, go, and play, which I really enjoyed about that game. And I hope everyone else does too.
Game.
Exactly. So yeah, it's a good pick up and go, getting multiple endings really fast. Highly recommend playing it. It was a lot of fun, and it's coming out soon. So it's November next week, right? 8th?
Yeah, next week from Monday.
Nice. So guys, I would recommend picking that up on the 8th of November, next Monday, playing that. Of course, patch it if you have the actual game. You got to do it legally. You got to patch the game, Got to do that. So you gonna have a patcher with that, or you just...
at least.
Yeah, big disclaimer. Are you gonna? Do you have like a whole patching thing set up for that and stuff?
My programmer's in the middle of working on it at the moment, but he seems to know what he's doing. He's writing up the instructions as we speak.
I'm excited. I'm excited to play that game, and excited for people to enjoy it as well. It's a fantastic game, and I know everyone will enjoy it. At least I hope they do. And hopefully having one more Sakura Wars game that's playable in the United States is a win for me. So thank you very much.
25th anniversary is not going to stop anytime soon.
Yep, man, this game all about this has been non-stop. Got all the Sakura Wars games, all the Cotton games, literally all of them. As of a couple weeks, we're gonna have every single Cotton game playable on Switch. That is insane. That is crazy. And we got not only one, but 2 Sakura Wars translations this year. Literally insane in the membrane. I guess 3 technically if you count the finalized Sakura Wars Saturn version of the game as well.
Technically 4 because we got that Tokyo Game Show demo.
Oh, right, yeah, 4. So 4 Sakura Wars games, 1 year. I'm expecting 8 next year, so get on that, people. I want to be able to play every single one, but I'm not saying that you have to do that. I just would enjoy it. I'm not trying to shame people into do it. I just want to enjoy that. If I can contribute any way into all of them, I would. So you guys work on the projects, hit me up. I'll contribute to any Sakura Wars project that you have. Got a couple on my belt, and I'm willing to help you guys out too. So hit me up. Let's get this done. You got the skills. I got the money. You got the money. I got the stuff. Let's do it. Play some Sakura Wars 1 through 4. Never-ending quest of awesomeness. All US copies, all the time. Let's play. Go now. Go.
If that wasn't a call to arms, Pat, I really don't know what is.
It's a call to arms, but I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is and help out in any way possible. I'm gonna be one of the guys that just asks for patches. Like, I want to contribute to it. If there's a way you contribute to it to make it happen faster and I can do it, I'm your man.
I think if we ever do another one of the mainline games, I'll definitely hit you up for the subtitles.
Please do. I am down, and I learned from my mistake with Derek to not put them so low.
Yeah, who knew? It's been so long since using a CRT. I forgot about the no space on the borders.
Yes.
You had the PVM with, the overscan, exactly. Had somebody just try out Rainbow Cotton the other day. Like, I love this, except for, on my CRT, it's trimming the bottom of the subs. And Pat, I was thinking to myself, but Pat's got a CRT, but it's a PVM, so obviously a little different.
Yikes.
That's okay. Let's put it this way: there's no version 1.1 coming for that.
Sorry, guys. It's all about the future. You got to get a PVM and or a upscaler. Be like Derek and spend hundreds of dollars to get a DC HDMI installed.
Nope.
Yeah, just play with your V-hold.
Yeah.
Squish it.
Learn how to use V-hold. No, but all seriousness though, I actually was really interested to see that, and honestly, I think we should get some beta testers next time. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, we should get some beta testers going that have consumer CRTs so we can verify that before, or maybe I'll pick one up. I'll go to the junkyard and just throw one in the corner over there and be like, hey, that's the consumer test bench. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll get it sorted. Overall, thank you everyone that's made a patch so far for anything. That's amazing. I love games. I love playing them. Keep doing it, and I'll keep playing them. So much love to our translators in the chat, which we have like 3 of them. We got Derek, we got Seawen, we got Night of Dragon. All of them making games playable in English and making our lives much easier. Thank you, based gods. Speaking of based gods, we got another one enter. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Do I really need to?
I mean, you're right there, so I mean, you're on the screen right there.
Oh, God.
You're on the screen.
I don't know why you guys. I don't even remember who approved that picture or anything like that. But fine.
We just scrape your Facebook profile and steal every image we can off of it. That's usually
I
our
don't
MO.
think I've put a new Facebook picture in like 3 years.
Well, that's it. That's you.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's me.
Yeah, as you can tell, I'm probably I'm hardcore stalling, but because of the thing on the screen that you could probably see. So it seems like I'm stalling for that reason, but that's exactly why I'm doing this. So
Mr. Bones's?
Yeah, I'm stalling for that. Sorry, guys.
That's favorite game.
Yikes. But anyways, why don't we get into it in that case? Now that my co-host is here to talk about Mr. Bones' Wild Ride.
Okay, so here's the thing. I know so little about this game aside from having tested the first level and opening cutscene for the Sadiator. I know more about Mr. Bones' Wild Ride than I do about Mr. Bones.
You know that you do know about Mr. Bones' Wild Ride, though. I don't think we ever talked about that on the podcast.
I mean, it's a bit of a. You just need to know about it. If you don't know about it, you just go look it up. There's a whole thread on it. I'm sure it's on Imgur at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a whole old 4chan thread with Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's worth the read, so I'm not going to spoil it. But if you're interested, look up Mr. Bones' Wild Ride, Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's probably the funniest story. I literally almost peed my pants laughing the first time I read it because it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But I loved it, and that's why I always call it Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. But anyways, the first
Funny story, Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 is available on Android for like $5.
Yeah, I got that one. 1 and 2 I have on iOS. It's amazing to, you're bored, just do some roller coasters. I like it. The only thing though is that it's not really the best for track creation. I had a bunch of issues doing track creation on that, but fun game. Recommend playing that on the iOS. $5. Like, easy money, easy decision. Go play that. But yeah, anyways, Mr. Bones is a game created by Sega. Basically, Sega America wanted to produce as many localized titles as possible to sort of garner to the American crowd. And of course, their first decision was, well, one of them is Mr. Bones Wild Ride. I mean, we got some good things like Bug and Bug 2, but we also got things that are complete and utter trash like Mr. Bones Wild Ride. Basically,
we're considering Bug and Bug 2 good things?
I would rather play that while getting hit with a hammer than play Mr. Bones not getting hit with a hammer.
I gotta know, what kind of game is Mr. Bones? Because everybody jokes about this thing, but I always see this everywhere. What kind of game is it?
Yes.
So I only played the first level, but you're basically running away from an oncoming enemy. It's from what I can tell, it's a platformer, like a really basic platformer. No. But what I would draw, the first thing that comes to mind when I remember that first level, I think would be Dynamite Heady or something like that. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
It's a genre mashup. So every level is a different genre, so it's kind of like a party game. And that first level is freaking ridiculously hard. So
yeah, that was an awful level.
You have to just use a cheat code to get past it or whatever, and then you can actually start having some fun.
Yeah, fun in quotation marks.
Wait, Dave, you're supposed to have laryngitis or something. Why aren't you up here?
I mean,
He's got to say that voice.
People have to know that Mr. Bones is actually a half decent game.
Half decent, yeah. Quotation marks on that one. Dave's obviously delirious at this point, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. So when he says half decent, he means awful.
But from that description, I think a better comparison might be Conker's Bad Fur Day, where they just keep adding in different and new genres onto a basic structure, just for the fun of it. And it looks like it doesn't take itself too seriously anyway, so I would assume that Conker's Bad Fur Day would be like the best comparison, probably, for the tone and the design sensibilities.
I suppose, except I'd want to play Conker's Bad Fur Day versus this. But anyways, I'm gonna stop being hard on it. But basically, it's basically a blends B-movie FMVs with sprites and polygons and some weird mishmash of graphics. It's really interesting. Like you have stuff like that's live action like this, and stuff like CGI cutscenes. So it's a bizarre game, but it has its own charm. I guess that's the most positive I'll say out of it. I do have to say though that I cannot deny that it has probably one of the best soundtracks on the Saturn, mostly because it was done by Ronnie Montrose of Montrose fame. Ronnie Montrose is probably a guitar god, and one of my favorite guitarists, R.I.P. Ronnie Montrose. It's a great soundtrack. It's a god awful game. Sorry, guys.
It's unfortunate that Anachronox never made it to the Saturn, because I think that would have been time appropriate. I forget when Anachronox came out, but that would have had David Bowie on the soundtrack, and that would have beat out whoever did this.
Man. I don't know if I agree with that one. That's hard.
Freaking Bowie, man.
It's Roddy Montrose. That's a hard. I wouldn't. I can decide both of them are godlike in their own rights. Man. I'm gonna table that one before I go all music nerd on everybody again. So, but anyways, essentially, yep. Some people love the game, some people don't. I am in the camp that don't. Absolutely not love it. Like I said, Peter didn't make any of the titles. I made them, so Mr. Bone Shino is the Killer Crowd, funny death thing. Like I said, it's a weird mix and match of live action animation that definitely earns it its decisive nature. And my favorite one, Mr. Bones falling to the void where he kind of belongs. So
that's hilarious, I have to say.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, let's keep him in that void. But yeah, actually, I'm curious. What is everyone else's consensus on this game? Is it do you guys like it? Do you guys love it? Do you guys would rather blow it up with a shotgun than play it ever again, like me?
You know what? Let me just grab. Let me turn on my Saturn and let me just try to go through the first level on mute just to see what it's like, because I don't understand this level of hostility toward what looked like a basic platformer.
Yeah, basic platform, right?
It's
funny.
definitely
You're funny.
different. I like the game.
I've never played it myself, but the description on paper, it does sound like something that appeals to me. You know, the FMV, like the FMV, if I'm imagining like 90s TV level, like bad TV level production values, which I am absolutely in love with, and also just how sprites looked and you know, basic 3D polygons looked in these days. If you try and blend them all together, it sounds interesting. But then you know, if it turns out to be just an average platformer that you find like the Genesis, it doesn't sound like there's anything special.
Yeah.
What
To be
Trekkies
completely
just wrote.
fair, is there are far worse games on the Saturn than Mr. Bones.
Yeah, so the North American Saturn library makes you lower your standards a little bit. And that's part of why I dev on the Saturn.
Even in the Japanese library, there are some worse games out there, like Planet Joker.
Or Father Christmas.
So to be perfectly honest, I can't think of a game that I have finished on the Saturn that I like super enjoy past, like I casually enjoy Sonic 3D Blast, but I don't like dedicatedly enjoy any game on the Saturn the way I do on the Dreamcast. Like I know the SSG is all about Panzer Dragoon and you know Pat, you got Cotton and stuff like that. There's nothing on the Saturn that I could not live without. Partially because the RPGs that I want to play on there, I've never had time to actually go out and play, and that's what would appeal to me. And the RPGs that came after it, I think mostly did what they did, but better.
It's understandable. I'm actually getting to an RPG that I'm going to play later on that I actually kind of really want to play more of now because I've really enjoyed it from when I played of it. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Very interesting game. Interesting, yeah. That's my way of not completely destroying it on screen and not yelling at it and screaming at it and crying.
Mr. Bones gives off like that weird platformer vibe that everybody makes memes on, like back on PlayStation 4 or Gex. You know, that sort of like middling that middling game that everybody just makes jokes about nowadays, and that's the only thing people remember about.
It's the worst. It has the worst personality of all. Like it's what a bad Saturn like people think of when they think of like bad graphics.
I mean, it's mostly FMV, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm playing it right now. It looks really, really good.
Well, it's all pre-rendered FMV, if I remember correctly, all the backgrounds.
Oh well, I mean, I'm not even looking at the FMVs. I'm looking at the sprites. Like the sprite work is really interesting. Like I'm not being able to avoid all of these projectiles, so I'm kind of like coming apart bone by bone, and now I'm like hopping on my tailbone with a skull. It's nice how modular and how well they did the animations on these. This is actually good sprite work.
I just think it's a very Western game. It's very. It's like if you're a huge weeb, this is like couldn't be any further from opposite of what you.
I mean, if you wanted to, we could say it's the best FMV game on the Saturn, just like how on the Sega CD the best FMV game is Sylphid.
No, Lunacy's the best FMV game on Saturn.
I thought Enemy Zero. I thought Enemy Zero was the best FMV game on Saturn.
I'd still give it to Lunacy, but you're right. Enemy Zero because it has really cool like full 3D hull sequences, but Lunacy, all the travel in it is FMV based and it's very seamless and fluid, like without much loading at all.
I didn't need to play that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lunacy is kind of like a benchmark for what could be done for an FMV game. It's quite good.
For real. All right. I think that about does it on a discussion of Mr. Bond, as that looked at right there. We'll move on to something that's actually in Dave's wheelhouse, because Dave literally did it. Dave's Spooky Saturn Halloween Music Picks. A podcast that dropped out of the blue, out of nowhere, out of left field, hit me in the face with a baseball bat. And it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. I listened to that before we came on live today. It basically is Dave's Saturn collection, Saturn picks of music that he thinks is very spooky or gives the vibe off of Halloween. You can definitely correct me if I'm wrong here, Dave. If I'm off base.
Just wanted to give folks something to put them in the Halloween spirit.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of good choices. Deep Fear, Bug 2, Match of Hidden Souls, Alien Trilogy, Croc, Lunacy, Dracula X, Baroque.
I think the takeaway here is that you can find a lot of spooky music from games that aren't specifically Halloween games, you know?
I just want to put it out there that I absolutely hated Deep Fear.
Oh,
you didn't like it. I like Deep Fear.
Yeah, me too.
Game's hard though.
It's not going to dethrone Res Evil.
Absolutely not. I'd have to think it. Yeah.
It's good content for people who like Resident Evil. You know.
Exactly.
Side content, you know.
Speaking of that, there's a new game on Steam called Alicia. That's basically a PS1 game. It was really good. What I played from it so far. It's a survival horror game. Any of you guys hear that game yet? Alicia?
No. You said it's a PS1 game?
No, it's basically it's supposed to be modeled after a PS1 game. So it's on Steam. You can buy it now. I think it's like $15 or something.
Like low poly.
Yeah, low poly. I'll see if I can get a picture of it up real quick.
Look, I have to step out for a bit. I just hopped on to help Dave defend Mr. Bones' honor.
Thanks, Trekkies. No, his comment would make a perfect like GameSpot headline for the review. In fairness, there are several other worse games. Like, that's the best thing you could say about it.
Let's see, yeah. Actually, I think it's sorry.
Talking.
It's all right. It's called Alicia. Sorry, Alisa.
I just feel bad
A-L-I-S-A.
for you hearing you talk. Like you sound like you're tearing up your throat.
Oh no! Yesterday was worse. Today's I actually feel like I'm kind of healing a little bit, but yeah.
Man, I can't speak very well, but yeah, basically like a survival horror kind of game. Looks kind of interesting what I've seen of it. I'm getting ads. Ignore.
When Pat got COVID, he came back.
Oh my! No! I'm getting political ads. It's getting political. Sorry. I don't want to get political. They gave you political ads. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to get too political, but yeah, it's basically like a survival horror PS1. It looks really cool from what I've played and seen of it. So.
Oh, cool.
Highly recommend playing that. Sorry for that little tangent, but yeah, back to the music games. Yeah, it's because I'm on the SHIRO account to do this. Yeah, there's a lot of really good choices on here. I'm surprised you went with the save room for Resident Evil. It's a good theme though. I like it.
Well, yeah, there's so much good music in Resident Evil, and so that's fair. But the save room music for me is just something I'm super nostalgic for, especially from the original Resident Evil. You know, because they changed it every time. But and I prefer the original to like the remake in terms of the music. But that's just
fair.
Me. What would you have chosen for Resident Evil? What's your favorite track?
I really enjoy the I forgot which room it was. The do. I think that's the guardhouse. I think is what it was.
That's actually I actually considered that one, but I just I don't know. I just had to put the save music in there. So next Halloween you can do a playlist and you can put that in.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't think you'd have this much for the Halloween. There's a lot of stuff.
Honestly, like Princess Crown. Some of these I was really shocked to find. Oh, the track from Baroque is so epic. That whole soundtrack is just absolute killer, and it has a very like heavy Blade Runner feel. That like sci-fi kind of synth sound, Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely one of my favorites from here. And then of course, Castlevania. You can't go wrong.
Is there an English translation for Baroque?
Not yet, but I think somebody said they're working on it. I really hope that they are. It's one of those ones I really wish would get a translation on Saturn. Phenomenal.
Is there a PS2 release in English or no?
There's a Wii. There was a Wii remake. Sorry, that sounded terrible. Yeah, there was.
Keep going through puberty all over again.
I know, right? There's enough reasons out there for people to not take that much initiative with it, unfortunately. But because it's playable elsewhere. But again,
what I've been told, the Wii and the PS2 versions of Baroque are like watered down versions of the Saturn one.
I think I told you that.
Oh, was that you?
I own the Wii version, and I just feel like it is cleaned up, and it doesn't have that like gritty, grimy, almost like dirty and dark vibe to it. The graphics are too clean. They're like redone, you know. And the Saturn just has like this vibe to it that you just don't get from the Wii version.
I hear what you're saying, Dave, about the motivation maybe not being there because of it being available on other platforms, but that also means that potentially you could make the job of doing the patch easier, potentially, if at the very least not having just the English text.
Yeah.
So who knows? It could be an interesting project.
Yeah, I'm hoping that some mega fan will maybe take it up because, again, anytime it comes to doing a project like that, it's got to be a passion thing, you know, because it's not
also
necessary.
like one of the 2 or 3 first-person RPGs on console for this entire generation.
Mm-hmm.
Like between this and Kingsfield, I'm not aware of anything else that's first-person RPG that's not like some sort of blobber.
Honestly, I need to play Kingsfield.
And the Holy Ark.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Holy Ark is turn-based and dungeon crawling in the first person, but it's first person the same way Phantasy Star was in first person. It's not like a true 3D environment. You're not really interacting in 3D. You're just kind of it's a faux first person perspective.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that's correct or not.
Figure it out. But I just finish up on the music real quick. I like the track selection. I'm guessing that Shining Force 3 is that the Vandal house, or is that the graveyard that track's from?
The Shining Force 3 track was Conspiracies of Bolzome.
Yeah.
Which it was neither.
Oh, I thought it was. It sounded familiar. But
maybe Knight could speak to that.
I don't know which one that one was. I didn't make it that far into your list yet.
But yeah, overall, I like the selection. I'd probably change House of the Dead. I'd do the first level versus the attract mode, but I guess in terms of spooky music, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Really good track listing, though. I really enjoy all these. These are all bangers in their own regards. Mr. Bones, especially. Like I said, love the soundtrack. Hate the game. Is what it is.
So the game to me feels fair. Like any mistake that I'm making is my own fault, and it's all very navigable, especially compared to things like imagine playing Mega Man or Meat Boy or something like that. This is not that bad.
That's fair enough. Yeah, maybe I just had to get good with it, but I had no incentive because it's pretty much everything I don't like about a game. So, sadly, I'm probably not going to play it again unless Dave forces me to do it. So, maybe if somebody tries... Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You already did your penance.
I suffered enough.
Yeah. Pat will always be tied to this game, though, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. But, anyways, why don't we talk about the save file that was uploaded by Mr. Nighter Dragon and what's the other guy's name? I forgot what his name was off the top of my head. For the Ricapiso, yeah, for the Shining Force 3 or Shining in the Holy Ark save. But this is a save file that was created by Nighter Dragon to kick off the Halloween season for Shining Force 3. So these are 4 different save files, and they can be played on either SSF or actual hardware, which I was the one testing on that, and we were actually going to play today. But going through the save files are very interesting, especially the first one named Vandal. You basically play as Obdark and all his bands of skeletons and minions, and you have to stop Synbios from killing everybody and slaughtering them. So you basically play the reverse in the Vandal house, which I thought was kind of funny. So essentially, how exactly did you do this? Was this just a because once I completely died, the AI just like freaked out and just kept doing random things. I'm assuming you had to do some hack where you made the enemies the main players and the AI the other players, right?
Yeah, the game has settings in it where you can control the enemies. I think Pappets and I can't remember the guy from Scenario 3. They control enemies, so it's already built into the game. So all I did was went through the save file and reversed the roles where the Shining Force crew plays as the enemy AI and you play as the enemies themselves with the human AI.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of funny, really, because they all have healing items, and when you heal with the enemies, they don't. You do healing animations; they just attack. So they have the attack animation. So like skeleton healing, he'll just like swing his claw out, or they'll swing his sword, and it's like a healed up. Oh, that was kind of funny. It's very difficult. This one I think is the toughest one because you're you're the level that they're encountering you with, and they're very tough as nails. But apparently, Knight said it's possible to beat it, right?
Yes. You gotta do a lot of outside the box thinking. You can't just rush everybody and attack. You need to think about your players, like what they are, and you're going to have to sacrifice people. Your skeletons are pretty much pawns.
Yeah, I kind of assume so. They're basically everything's one hit killed. So any of the skeletons, any of the guys hit you, they're dead. Even if it's like the weakest party, I was able to kill one person, but that was about it. But as Knights, to be honest, that was my first time ever playing Shining Force 3. So I'm actually glad I got as far as I did before getting completely destroyed. So what happens if you win? Is it just stuck in a loop, or does it like say the game's over?
If you win, it's just gonna say Symbis died, and then goes back to the church as Symbius with his enhanced stats.
Fair enough, and then you can just play the game through again.
You could try. I don't know what happens at that point. I didn't test it.
Yeah, overall it was a pretty fun challenge. Definitely is the most difficult. I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you're a Shining Force 3 veteran and know how to exploit the AI and their weaknesses, because I played for the first time and I got my butt whooped, so...
But
it is what it is.
You should definitely play the standard save, just so you can experience that area.
Oh, no, I did.
I think you did. Okay, great. Well, then I just wanted to say huge thanks to Knight because he went way over and beyond what I actually asked for. I literally just asked for some standard saves so that folks could experience the graveyard and mansion without having to slog to get there, and because I know most people just don't have that kind of time, or they're probably in the middle of other games and they don't want to take a break from that. But yeah, no, he did way more than I asked, and he created these awesome battles, so thanks again. That was awesome.
Yes, thanks a lot, man. The next save I thought was probably my favorite one is the save 2 called G-Buster, also known as Ghostbuster. And your goal is to kill all the Kayonshi spirits. So you start off as a level 1 Symbios. It's just you alone, and you must defeat each of the Kayonshi spirits. And the thing is that the challenge of this one is that both you and the Kayonshi are at the same level and same footing, so you can easily get completely destroyed by them if you're not careful. So I don't know if are you able to grind this one so like you can keep playing and dying, or do you have to go through?
You can't attack or anything. The only thing you could do is use his the Elbasum orb to eliminate them. So I designed this one to be more of a puzzle than a strategy type thing. So one hit you're dead, one hit they're dead.
Okay.
You have to play the enemy AI to your advantage to complete this one.
Yeah. So I guess the trick is to not get hit. I imagine we'll probably experiment on the live stream with that one. So. We'll see, but this definitely was my favorite one. It's probably the fairer of the challenges of these ones. Well, no, actually, no, I'm lied. The third one is actually the fairest in my opinion.
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. You listed them in order of hardest to easiest.
Yeah, this is how it was loaded up on my save thing. So how when I loaded all the saves, this is what it was like. So I put it in the wrong order by mistake. So I played it the wrong way.
Come on.
But yeah, how's it going? And basically, save 3 is Kayonshi. So this one's a bit more of a fair fight, but still challenging in its own right. You play as the Kayonshi this time, and for Brimo, you're freed from the Obdark spells, and you must eliminate the monster that enslaved you, but you have to be careful because Kaz is trying to kill you as well, so it's kind of a interesting challenge. And the description is you play as the army of the Kayonshi, and you need to defeat all the monsters around you and take on Khan. I don't know how possible it is to take on Khan and beat him. I'm assuming...
You don't fight Khan.
Oh, you don't?
You need to kill everybody while avoiding him.
Okay, because he will kill you then, right?
Right. I
gotcha. So that one's a really good one too. And then of course the last one, just the save name Synbios, is just the standard Shining Force game. So it's just the standard Vandal Mansion and Graveyard areas of the game. So you start right before you go into the graveyard. So you go through all the cutscenes of stuff moving the forest in that area, and it reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy VII, the haunted train area. I don't know if maybe anyone else got that vibe as well. But maybe every RPG needs to have a spooky area. So, yeah, you get thrown in there and you have to fight everybody. Basically, I said, yeah, it's normal playthrough the mansion. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the games, even though it's the only part of the games I played. And I guess for the last part of that is that the cool thing about the save is that it supports 2 players. So if you don't want to fight the AI and want an extra challenge, you can have another player play the other AI. So you could pretty much fight each other. So you could pretty much have like the Kayonshi versus the spirits, or Synbios versus all your guys in the Vandal Mansion. It's a very tough as nails challenge for some of those, and definitely a lot of those are stacked against you, especially if you play with an AI player during the Vandal Mansion one for the first save. Definitely, yeah. It's a lot of fun. I really appreciate all the work that Night Dragon put into this. It's really good. And if you want to check them out, the save's going to be in the article in the description of the video that I put up, or just look on our website. And you can load up in either SSF or an actual Saturn hardware using Slinga's Game Save Copier. So shouts out for that. I actually updated this because Dave pointed out to me is that Ricapso actually over on the Shining Force 3 Discord put a debug save for Shining the Holy Ark that placed you at the Albergon Mansion, which is another haunted area inside Shining, another haunted level inside of Shining the Holy Ark. And this the save should actually place you in the forest before the mansion. So you just have to go and enter the keys into the mansion. You start off as level 12, and you have to fight your way through the house through the Kellis Ghosts and Ghouls. And you can also download that as well and load that onto your satiator or any other way to copy over games. And also, big thanks to Night Dragon for converting it to an actual BUP file so it can be loaded onto the Saturn. So big thanks to that in both regards, man. Appreciate that a lot. Anybody in the chat was able to play these besides me and Knight? Of course, me and Knight.
Yes, I was able to play some of them.
Nice. Hopefully you enjoyed it for what it was, and hopefully you got further than I did in the challenges.
No.
Okay.
But I still, it's still hard. Like, I mean, I was able to kill a few, but I was only like testing it out to make sure that it worked before I could share it with. And so no, I need to play these again. So I'll probably be playing some of these tomorrow with my son because he really loves Shining Force 3 and Shining the Holy Ark.
Are you gonna be cool? You're gonna hand him the controller for Synbios, or are you gonna be that dad? You're gonna have him play the enemy team. You're just gonna slaughter him with Synbios.
No, that's cool. I'll let him be Synbios.
Sounds good. All right then. I'm trying to think. Do we have anything else we're going to discuss before we head out? I think that's about it for our news today. A lot of discussion.
I just want to circle back real quick to Mr. Bones. I managed to beat the first level after dying by 5 times. That's not as hard as I would make a beginning level, but it wasn't ridiculously bad.
Fair enough. What is your impression of the game so far?
It's interesting, but the difficulty curve is too high for what it is.
It's designed for Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Countless rentals.
because this reminds me of like Genesis Lion King or Jurassic Park, where it's like, the first mistake you make is the last one you make because it's just going to compound. Like I'm playing the second level right now, and it's just a whole bunch of skeletons swinging at you.
Yeah, that's not fun. I think it's probably one of the only games I'd probably throw away if I rented from Blockbuster, as in directly into the trash can. But that's just me. Maybe I'm a little bit hard in the game, but what are you gonna do? Oh, I know what you're gonna do. You play something better. That's not Mr. Bones. That's always a good option. But anyways, I think that's about it. We'll probably go to the stream because, in all honesty, probably the stream's gonna go over because there's a lot of stuff in that that's the save, and I'm probably gonna have Knight tell me, "Hey, dummy, don't do this because you're dumb, and you're gonna get killed."
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. You gotta enjoy it.
All right.
So, Emerald, I just want to mention that Emerald did submit Blue Skies to that game jam. And
mention that, yeah, because I was running late, so I don't know if you guys brought anything up earlier, but yeah. Sorry, just a second. Yeah, so Blue Skies, we submitted to Retro Platform Jam 3 on itch.io. I'm sure it's been posted on the SHIRO Discord at this point. I think Xenos made a teaser trailer on his YouTube channel. Probably some point this weekend, I'm going to do a little bit of a code review on my stream for what got submitted. And we are going to be doing a refit of the physics and adding some new features, but mostly adding content, I think, for the upcoming Saturn anniversary competition.
Nice. I'm definitely gonna I think for the next show we're gonna write up an article on that and talk a little bit about that because I think it's something that we should talk about because it's an important game.
There are going to be some drastic changes to the way the game feels and controls between the Jam release and the competition release.
Mm-hmm.
I will be releasing a GitHub very soon for not only the code, but also some other incremental changes. The direction is going to be more arcadey control style, so that will include probably something more familiar to Pilot Wings and Ace Combat, if that comparison helps you imagine what's going on here. And the original physics system that is a little bit too elaborate for what we're trying to go for will be retained in Scenario.
Ooh, so we get confirmation Scenario is going to be making its comeback too, right?
Scenario, well, the plan was always to go back to it at some point. There's some other things I wanted to do in the meantime. But the vehicular combat of Scenario will be based off of the things that were built for Blue Skies.
Alrighty, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear that. That's confirmation. That's world first news. That Scenario is back in black.
Well, it was never abandoned. It's only on hiatus.
I gotcha. Well, confirmation that's going to be on a hiatus in some form at some time. Big news. Big news. Big news.
Well, speaking of the contest, Trekkie's released his demo disc finally.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. That was last year's competition all compiled up. He's got some videos of all of our translations. So if anybody's has some free time, head over to Sega Extreme and download his little demo thing.
Were there like multiple playable demos, or was it just video?
I believe I haven't got to it yet, but I believe the homebrew ones are playable, and then the translations were video.
Cool.
Yeah,
there's playable in there.
Yeah, so he specifically asked us to add in the interrupt code to make it compatible with a demo style reset back to menu. So that's what I assumed was going to happen. But which games are playable? Do you happen to remember off the top of your head?
I don't remember.
I actually think that for some reason the English patch for Ninpen Manwaru was one of the playables, even though you wouldn't think so. But I booted this up the other day, but I think
that's because Ninpen had a demo that was demo sized and could be included in there, and that the English patch for Ninpen could be applied to the demo files.
I see what you're saying.
I know Tank Game was one of them.
I know for sure the Soccer Wars demo is playable.
There's no good reason for Scenario to be on there, but I think some of those games deserve to be on there. Some of them might not fit. I don't think Hell Slave would fit or Cube Cat would fit. Ponut's game would probably be fundamentally incompatible because of that weird loading thing that he does. I definitely expect to see what was it called, Sickle or something? That little Resident Evil 2D D-make horror game.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that one.
But yeah, definitely everyone go on the Sega Extreme forums and check that out.
Yeah, I think Sickle is probably the most underrated game in that list. In the competition, that was a lot of fun.
Is it possible to change the splash screen from the bootleg 3 or whatever to like a community splash screen or like a Sega Extreme splash screen? Out of curiosity.
I assume if it's an FMV, it should be immediately plug and play replaceable if you know where the files are stored.
I mean, I don't think the splash screen is, though. Like the title screen, it's like a static 240p image. But similar to like how they did the Sakura Wars English translation, I mean, they were able to change the title screen graphics. So I was thinking if Sega Extreme does something official with this, it'd be cool to, make it like an official 27th annual competition demo CD or something like that.
I think Trekkies just wanted to get it out with playable stuff. I didn't think I don't think he thought about changing the splash screen, but I'm sure it's doable.
The potential is there, though, is all I'm saying.
The potential is endless.
All right, I guess we ought to roll and get on over to the stream.
Keep rolling. Yep.
You want to shout the patrons?
Nah, no, I'm just joking. I got big thanks to our. Before we go, I want to thank our patrons. We got a lot of good ones today. We got, of course, Seawin, that's in the chat. Emerald Nova also in the chat. Johannes Fetz of Joe Engine fame. 32-bit stuff. Momphis. Got a new one. Tanuki Triev. Shouts out to you, man. Young Money Swee, SWE, and I'm going to get to Derek. I'm going to get with Derek on the thing, because if this is pledge is $10, but he's a $3 official patron instead. So I don't know what's going on with that. Derek, you need to like look in to see what's going on with that, because that's kind of weird.
I mean, Patreon is misreporting my level based on what I.
Yeah, because it says your pledge is $10, but it lists you as an official patron.
What?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
So,
you're able to get the perks and stuff for that, right?
As long as you get the money, I really don't care.
Weird.
That's all I care about.
Denied. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'll look into that. I'll see what's going on with that. Just want to give you a heads up. But yeah, anyways,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, if you want to back us, you get back some. If you want to get shouted on the podcast, you back us on Patreon. All pledge above $10 will get shouted on the show. And of course, if you back us at $1, you'll get your name on the credits as well. So we've got double opportunity to get the good stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. If you don't want to back us on Patreon, you can check us out on our Threadless store at our website. You can go on there. There should be a Threadless store link. We got some awesome shirts. One that I'm not wearing. I probably should get a couple, but
that's the thing, though. I'm wearing it right now because I thought I was going to be on webcam today.
Yeah, we need to work on that. We'll get that sorted next time.
Yeah.
There's like last minute thing, and it's a whole thing. But anyways, yeah, and if you can't support us financially, definitely share us out on our various social media pages, or share out the links. And of course, like, subscribe, comment on our videos, and ring a ding that bell if you want to be notified of us going live. Maybe I don't know. Night, was it acting up, or did it tell you when I went live?
Everything worked fine. My YouTube just froze, but I did refresh the page.
Fair enough. Just making sure we're going live and we're getting notified. But anyways, yep, that's about it, guys. Why don't we move on to the best okay, maybe not the best. Another good segment is going to be our game stream, and we don't have to do any weighing because I am controlling the vertical and the horizontal. Get going. Hopefully not upside down or transparent. There we go, boys.
This is The Outer Limits.
Yep, The Outer Limits. Awful TV show, awful song. Probably.
Oh man, what's in Top Secret? Got some Good stuff there.
Those are for games that that are technically undumped that I can't reveal at all. Mostly those are for builds that I can showcase, but I don't want to say I have them on the stream. So it's like, yeah, I got this game, guys. Also, my controller's not working. What? Okay, that was weird. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Today we are going to be playing the best of something, the pain you feel, blah blah blah, the best of you. I don't like Foo Fighters. Anyways, let's go to we're gonna be playing some Shining Force 3 today. We're gonna be playing Knight's awesome save files, and we're gonna see how far we can get without getting completely dominated. So why don't we continue on and see what Knight has in store for us today. Camelot.
So are you going to be doing that undead scenario?
We're doing all of them, baby. Doing all the scenarios. Knowing how I play games, absolutely we'll have time for it.
All right.
Also, I think I learned something interesting where there's no reset code for this. So, like, there's no hard code reset because I tried to and I could not reset in the menus unless I was missing something.
It's like broke it. It should be there.
Yeah, because I tried to and it wasn't working. I had to like reset the console. Alrighty, so as you could tell, here's the controller. I'm not moving them at all. It's all AI controlled players, as you'd probably tell from all that. And we are playing the baddies in this first save, the Vandal save. So why don't we go play some of the baddies and see what's going on?
I like how flexible the engine is, where it knows how to control player characters.
It's pretty cool. So are all these enemies, did you add enemies in, or are these all enemies that are defaulted in this manner?
I added in one extra succubus for you guys.
Nice, got the good suck. I like it. Alrighty,
so how many different directions are each sprite rendered on?
8. Well, the enemies are 4, but the players, they can have up to 8.
Because I'm debating back and forth on whether scenarios should have Hellslave style 3D enemies or just pre-rendered 2D enemies. I don't know if Xenos might be able to do 2D enemies better than 3D, because I'm trying to go between what if I want to do something like Arena, or what if I want to do something like Morrowind.
Should do Morrowind. That way you can take.
Saturn can handle Morrowind. The Xbox could barely handle Morrowind.
You can have arrow to the knee. Okay, so I can do some shenanigans over here. Oh man, I guess I can't. I can't get it that close to the edge. So I'm gonna gank people over here at the edge of the succubus. Same with her over there. Hold there. Bat can't escape this house yet. So it's kind of interesting. So by default in the game, they're all automatically in this room, right?
No, they're all over the place, but I scattered out the troops instead because the Symbios crew would be bunched up at the other end if you were playing normally.
Fair enough. I can't escape.
You have that one space there. Could have left, or yeah, left.
Nah, there's no space, fam. I see the corner right there. Alright, let's let the crew assault begin. I just want them getting close enough to the stairs so I can just destroy them. So now I know there's more people in Magic. I'm gonna try to assault a lot easier and like use these guys as bait, and also not get close to the stairs. There's a lot of Mr. Skeletons over here. This bit's getting spooky, if you don't mind me saying. Try not to use profanity on the show. So yeah, let's go right here. Moving all the Mr. Skeckles. Skeletons. There will be my... Actually, I'm gonna try to see if I can magic this lady. Aw, man. Oh, I guess it's directly in front of me. That's kind of dumb. Oof. I could go on the edge, but I don't want to do that because they're just gonna destroy me. So I don't think I want to do that. I'm trying to find a good area where I could assault them. I might have to go through the front lines to do that. And use these guys as shields. Oop, that was dumb. That's... Let all the bats loose. Got Vandal vibin'. Got Wrath of the Lich King. I wonder if I can hit him. No, I can't.
So I've only ever played Shining Force 1 and I guess Shining in the Darkness, but that doesn't really count. The concept is basically the same though, right?
What do you mean?
This is the same concept as Shining Force 1, not In the Darkness.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, In the Darkness is just a straight standard dungeon crawling RPG. It's a blobber would be the term for it.
Uh-oh, about to lose my unit. Right in the face. Damn you, Hayward. Uh-oh, about to get wrecked.
Oh, it's funny watching somebody else get tortured by this.
Yeah, I'm seriously thinking that you didn't do this on purpose. Or that you did this on purpose to make my life hell. Oops, I suppose that's your 2032 muted, my bad. Ooh, got crit hit. Nice. Let's hope I keep getting those crits, or else I am screwed. But I'm gonna use Mr. Skeckles to be my shield while I gank these guys. Total 1 damage. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Keep these guys away from the stairs. Ah, crap! I sealed them in.
Does anyone know how many quads those models are? Like, I know they're only in the room and there's not a lot of quads in the level geometry, but the models look really detailed.
Now, what are you referring to? The level or when they're in the 3D fights?
During the fights.
I can get to that later on. I don't know how many offhand, but I have the code to disassemble them or break them up.
I mean, I'm just looking for like a ballpark. You don't have to go through it. Like, I'm assuming it's something in the neighborhood of 200 to 300.
It might even be less than that.
I mean, if it's less than that, they're textured well and they look good, and I would assume I could get away with that inside of a game, like with actual level geometry.
Oof. I'm not sure I should go for the Hayward Marksman because he's gonna wreck me next turn, or I should go for the Elder Bird Knight.
Can you move somewhere else? Or
I can't. I can, but the thing is that I accidentally moved a unit in front of her where she can't reach the magic. See, I messed that one up bad. I'll just hold her here for now then, in that case. I'll use the birds just to annoy the hell out of these guys.
Now, if you were going to work, you could also attack the barrels.
Wait, what?
You could attack the barrels also.
Why?
Because you can.
I don't know. I didn't know you could.
What happens when you attack the barrels?
There's sometimes stuff in them.
Fair. Oof, I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk killing these guys.
Well, if you're playing as the bad guys, and that's actually to your advantage because you outnumber the enemy by so much.
Ooh, Phantom's about to wreck my stuff. 62, goddamn. Rip that bat. Rip. Oof. Ow.
They're annihilating you.
I know they are. At least you can get the beat down. You get it, Birdman. You hate us.
Oh, I hate Eldar.
Yeah, he's a bit rude. Let's come up the stairs. No! I'm just getting my butt wrecked. Get another turn with that? That's kind of not fair.
He gets 3.
He gets 3 turns? That's some cheating stuff right there. I get 1 and I get units that do 1 damage. This game is unfair.
This wasn't meant for you.
I know it wasn't, but it should be.
You got the big cojones to take it on.
Exactly. Like I said, I do like how they attack and they heal. That's pretty funny. Ooh, nice. Another crit hit on Birdman. Take that, Birdman. I better keep them all up here in that case.
Oh, I didn't realize we lost Dave. He went to take care of his kids, I guess.
Rip.
Well, he's got to take care of his voice at the very least.
Alright, let's burn some bird. Dang. R.I.P. that guy. Okay, I could do this, but I think that I'll make the sec. Oh no, because they're both there. It's gonna wreck my stuff if I do that. Oof, there's not a lot of good choices here.
Alright, the thing with archers is they can't attack next to them.
Oh, they can't? Oh, I did not know that.
It doesn't mean they're not going to move out of the way, but you could use a strategy to trap them where they can't move.
Fair enough.
Then become useless.
So, as someone who shoots a bow in real life, if someone's 5 feet away from me and I shoot them, I feel like it would still be effective.
Take this barrel.
Oh, maybe they're just so close you just slap the bow out of their hand or something.
I guess.
What's that barrel lesson?
I think in D&D they handle that by just giving you a debuff to your attack roll.
Well, that's weird. You didn't get an item.
The game decided it didn't like me. I'm gonna send the bat with the biggest balls. Ooh, I'm not gonna go down there. I'd die as Vandal. Not a good idea. I'm just gonna harass this guy. Tornado. Ooh, Hayward's just gonna die. I think if I can get a crit on this next tornado. If I could just get it, he'll die, and then I'll be laughing at him. Die, please. Nice, nice.
There you go, you got him.
I just kicked him right in the cojones. Take that. I learned him a book. Oh, now Vandel's coming to kill my bats. Ow. Two down, a shit ton to go, I guess. Oh, come on, he gets... Oh, I thought he had 2 hits. She gonna try hit it again? Ooh, that might kill it. And that kills the entire skeleton.
I'm surprised she's not using her spells.
It's AI, so they're a bit dumb.
Yeah, one thing I haven't figured out yet is how AI is determined.
Wow, he survived by 1 HP. What a king. This guy ain't though. Dead. Ow. Don't need to do the 3rd one? Rude. It's not worth it. Use my bod. Ooh, that was worth it.
Wait.
One damage, baby. We're doing it, boys. Also, I can't move him any further. Crap, because if I do that,
Go down.
Yeah,
Between the Succubus and the Eldar.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, I probably would block, but I realized I haven't moved my other troops yet, so I'm gonna move them down further. Yeah, there we go. Is this one's the furthest one? No. I'll put it right here for the furthest. Let's see the furthest. There we go. Okay, I'll get the good suck. I can easily finish Eldar. I'm just gonna do this on him. Take that.
So
Leave
this
yourself.
is,
Go ahead.
this is a little bit unrelated to what's going on here, but I'm looking at this battle system and I can't help but think of that, theoretical example of trying to clone Final Fantasy VII on the Saturn and what it would take. Like,
It would
this feels awfully similar to what would be necessary to do something like that.
The thing about those is that you probably have to have teams of programmers as good as they did this game as. Also, that's some awful voice acting.
What?
The Eldar's voice is awful. It's like feel all my power.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Ooh, I don't know if I want to move my lich there because I don't want to. I'll do right there.
Unfortunately, the king of bad voice acting, you don't get till after this battle.
I'll hope that I can kill this guy. Oh yeah, this will kill him.
I I think of bad voice acting, and my immediate first reaction is Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, that's wait, the game or the movie?
There's a game?
No, is it bad voice acting?
Okay, I guess so. The acting was bad primarily because of the voice, but I guess it's not technically bad voice acting. But just John Travolta in Battlefield Earth. That's what I think of when I think of like a bad video game voice actor, is someone that's trying to sound like that.
Yeah. To be fair, that's just bad acting.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just decimating this team right now. It's like these guys walked into the match. It's like, why do I hear boss music? It's like just Dark Souls on them. Well, if I'm doing good at this, it means I do good in the actual game. I swear to God, don't crit him.
Good at set of tactics where you outnumber a stronger enemy.
Fair.
I think most of the time in Shining Force, you're doing the opposite end of that transaction.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Get that magic. No, man. Forget you. I started feeling it's going to come down to I'm going to kill everybody else, and then, what's his name?
Symbiote.
Yeah, Symbiote's just going to wreck my stuff. I feel like that's what's going to be coming down to soon. Die, lady.
Gotta say, luck is not on your side. Usually the skeletons are always critting.
Wow. It's just not my day. I still have to heal up and act like shields. I'm gonna start wrecking this guy's shit though. Nice. 1 HP, my favorite. I'll start doing I'll start working. Can I do magic from here? No, I gotta go back one space. I was gonna start working on giving Julian the work.
There you go.
Take this, Dr. Bashir. This is what you get for being an awful Deep Space Nine character.
You didn't like Bashir?
No, I'm just joking. I love Bashir. He definitely is not my favorite first season, like the first couple episodes, but he gets better. Julian's getting his butt whooped right now is what he's getting.
Get his butt on fire, yep.
Exactly. Wow, right out of range. I better keep him back at least, just in case. Can I even attack in this area? Ah, just barely. I could go there, but I don't want to be too exposed. I could do this though and finish her off.
Yeah, you should be safe there.
Like that.
You try finishing the game on the save and see what happens.
I think it's in a lockup after this battle if I do win it.
Yeah, if you win, the game should reset to Symbios. But if you lose, there's an additional Abdark sitting in like the far corner that will never die.
Wait, where's the Abdark at?
I don't know if you can see him, but if you like zoom the camera out a little bit and spin, he's in one of the corners.
Oh.
He's the real leader. If I took him out of the battle would end. So I had to make a clone of him and then shove him off somewhere.
Why don't you just have him when he dies and be like, protect this guy, and then I'll be like, hey, if you protect him, you win.
No, you can't control him.
Oh, okay.
If you gain control, the game thinks he's dead, and then it ends.
Oh, that's weird.
I mean, you were able to do all this other stuff, but that's like the one sticking point.
Yeah, it's like one of the rules of this battle.
Using the stairs is the best option for me right now. I'm just gonna keep doing this and use them as the bait. I'm running out of magic though. Hopefully, I have something to not give me more magic powers, because if I run out, I am dead.
Yeah, a couple of them should have items to replenish MP.
Take that, Julian. How does he run out of MP? I didn't even use him. Oh, maybe I did use him.
I think you used Spark once.
Oh yeah, I did. Let's see. Recovers everyone. Oh, that recovers everyone's HP. I'll do that real quick. Actually, let me see how the skeletons are. 23, 11. Yeah, I'll just do everyone's MP for now if I have it. You know what? I'm gonna hold on to it just in case.
Yeah, I would definitely drain the MP first before using that.
Yeah. Oh, it's just HP. Oh, only HP. I could use it on other people though. Oop, don't want to drop. Item, use. Do that on him, just boost him up a little bit. Take that. Heal better now. My meat shields must survive. Wow, how did Leech get hit? Damn. I must have got hit by something before. Oh, I think that was the one that got hit by the archer in the beginning. Oh no, here it comes. No, no, don't. No, you bastard.
Oh no, you got him over there.
Oh god. It's just gonna be a slaughter now. I gotta bring out the Lich King. Oh god. No, 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 no. No, 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 my other one. No, I didn't realize he could reach that one. Alright, well at least I learned my lesson. Yeah, he ain't gonna, yeah.
Do that 1 damage.
Ooh, nice. 14 damage.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him here. I don't even want to risk it. Oh god. Aw, man. Aw, I am dead. Yeah, this is probably gonna be this is gonna be GG for me. I have to...
You got pretty far though.
I have to use everything I can on Vandal to at least survive. Oh boy, my favorite. Oh wow, it hit him too. Nice. Oh god. Oh man. No. Oh. Aw, dang it. I messed up. Alright, well, I might as well YOLO it at this point, because he's gonna destroy me if I don't. Oh, nice. This should fuck him up, the other guy too, so I don't got a lot of options right now. Alright, let's just kill him, so that's good. Oh, Bright is dead AF. Man. I just gotta keep harassing him. Hopefully he goes for my liches. But he just gets too many turns.
Smacking him around a little bit.
Yeah, man. It's so much HP. Oh boy. Here comes the wrecking crew.
Oh, go after the liches.
Yeah, even if I take him down, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to survive all this.
Well, once you take out the general, the game's over.
Okay. That works. So my last ditch effort is to try to focus all my power on him, on that guy, so I don't die. But I mean, it doesn't help that he's destroying half my army in like 2 turns. All I can think now is I'd have to lure him up and just like gank him. Yeah, because he's healing up.
Behold my power.
Yeah, both you and him will heal.
That's like the worst voice acting ever. Alright.
So you're using the straight up disc, not the translation?
Yeah. This is the regular version. Why? Is it different in the translation?
Yeah, I mean, we gave him his name Abdark in the translation version. And it might be why your randomness is a little different. I didn't test on the regular one.
Oops, I did the wrong attack. And here comes the pounding. Yeah.
He's just torturing you at this point.
Yeah. So wait, so it's Abdark in the Japanese version, but it's Vandal in this version?
Remember if it was in the Japanese version either? I just know through the guides that we have also, like the supplemental material comes to this game, he was named that, so we changed it to Abdark instead of Vandal.
Why is that?
Just because that was his name. I think he
okay.
was called Inferior Vandal, like that the full name, and
Yeah.
it just wasn't working.
Fair. Did you keep the English voice acting, or did you use the Japanese voice acting?
We still have the English ones here. I do have a way of putting the Japanese voices in,
Yeah.
but we haven't included it in the official one.
Yeah.
Like
Here,
like we mentioned to you, we still have talks of trying to get people to translate the Japanese voices for 2 and 3.
that makes sense. Oof! Wow. Yeah. Next hit's gonna kill me beyond belief. Yeah, as everyone can tell, this battle's a bit unfair. Just a little bit. You have Mr. Fistaman putting his gem up and killing me, so...
He's actually doing you a favor.
And there we go. Alright guys, so get ready for the best lockup ever. We took out a lot of their guys though, so I guess that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think whatever.
Yeah, it's not letting me do the reset. What was the reset again? It's like start and all the face buttons?
ABC start.
Oh. Yeah, they ain't working.
Yeah, that's weird.
Alright, reset it is.
I wonder if it's because you don't have control of the enemies or anything.
That makes sense. Alright, we're gonna start, boys.
That was good. I was impressed.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll figure out a way to trick that one guy, the main character's name. I keep forgetting. Symbios, yeah. All right. Let's try. Let's see. Probably have time for one more. Should we do G-Buster or should we do Kayonshi? Or actually, should we do the Symbiosis save while at that part? At the Vandal Mansion?
Yeah, do the regular save.
That works. A little bit more fair.
That should start you right at the beginning of Chapter 3 and show all the spooky parts.
Sounds good. Get in the mood for spookiness. Guardian statue of whatever that said.
Bulbasaur.
That's it. So basically, this is only the first part of the game. There's also the other two parts in 2 and 3, right?
Right.
And are both of those fan translations out, or is it just part 2?
Nope, the entire game is translated.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've really enjoyed what I played of this so far. I might have to play the full thing. And you guys did also part 1 as well, right? You did a retranslation of that?
Yeah. Well, we went in and retconned all the stuff they tried to take out to make the game appear as a single game. So we put all that stuff back in.
Really? Like, what stuff did they do?
Like, the main part was the ending, where they give you a happy ending, when in reality, it's a not so happy ending that gives you a sense of to be continued, which continues on to the third scenario. Because the way this game works is Scenario 1 and Scenario 2 run side by side, where you play as Symbiote of the Republic on the Scenario 1, and then Median of the Imperials on Scenario 2. And then where the games end is at the same point. And then you have Scenario 3, which is Julian, who is from Shine the Holy Ark. And his story starts around, I want to say Chapter 4, I think, of this game. And then when you hit Chapter 3 of Scenario 2 is when all three of these games link up. And then from that point on, you're playing as Julian to finish the story.
Oh, nice. So Shining the Holy Ark actually ties into this game then, right?
Yes, Shining the Holy Ark is the prequel to this game. It takes place about 10 years prior to the events here.
Nice. And that game came out first, or was that the second game to come out in the series?
Well, this series of all together.
Like so for the Saturn launch, which one came out first, Shining the Holy Ark or this one?
Of the Shining games, it went Shining Wisdom, Shining the Holy Ark, and then Shining Force 3.
I gotcha.
Shining Wisdom is tied into Shining Force 2, and then Holy Ark and 3 are their own separate thing.
I see. So if you want the full story, you have to play Shining the Holy Ark and then Shining Force scenarios 1 through 3?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oof. Did I go the wrong way? It's not triggering stuff.
You gotta go to the mansion.
Oh. No, because I remember there's a fight in the graveyard.
Yeah, go to the mansion.
Oh, okay.
So was every game in the Shining Force series in the same continuity?
Not really. there's like a bunch of them that tie into the first one, a bunch of that tie into the second one, and then some that tie into the third one. And then anything beyond this game is a completely different company, is not really considered continuity anymore.
Yeah, because they're still making Shining games. They came out with a Shining game like a couple of years ago as well. I forgot what the name of that one was.
I mean, I don't even keep track of them anymore. They're all garbage.
Isn't there a Shining Gacha game coming out soon?
Yeah, more garbage.
That's kind of sad though that Sega gave up the games. Like, you know what? Let's have another company do it.
Well, the problem is Camelot, this company, got into a huge falling out with Sega while making this game.
Oh, I see.
Sega kept cutting their budget, and they're trying to produce this game. They did not make, from what the one developer was saying, or the owner, whatever, they did not make any money, like them themselves, off of this game. Only Sega made money.
Wow. So they were like, you know what? Let's forget it, Sega. We're just gonna make new games.
Yeah, we're gonna make Mario Baseball.
Yikes.
Sounds like Sega of Japan to me.
When did they start back up on doing the Shining games?
Well, Sega has been trying here and there, but nothing has ever took off. Like, you know, everything's been mediocre success. I don't think anything. A couple games came over here, like the PS2 Shining Force. I can't remember what that was called, Neo or something like that.
Are they all still by Camelot, or are they just by Sega and some other company?
Yeah, they're by Sega and other companies.
Okay, is Camelot even still in business?
Yeah, they make the Mario Baseball.
Really?
They made Golden Sun. Yeah, they're like the second party now.
Oh, I didn't know they did Golden Sun. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool to think about. I never knew that. Yeah, no, I never knew that. That's kind of crazy. I always thought Shining Force was just a Sega thing. The more you learn, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it is Sega property, because Camelot used to be, what was it, Sonic Software Planning, I think, from Sega, before they went into like their own third-party thing.
That's fair. And were they only focused Shining Force, or did they do a game before this? Or before the Shining series?
I actually don't know. I know they made Beyond the Beyond with this. That's on PlayStation, but I don't know what titles they made prior. I think it's just Shining Force.
That's fair enough. Alrighty, let's fight some stuff a little bit more fairly. Now the game is not BS.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna have to head out. So, I mean, good luck on the game.
Yep. See you later, my dude. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for coming over and playing with us.
Good times.
Wait. So okay. So you can do 1 or 5. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that represents the level of the magic.
I actually just defaults at the highest one. I see. Kill these guys. Do I hit the other one too?
I think
I do.
So
yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Nice. 2 for 1. I like it.
Now, you're not supposed to kill those guys, though.
You're not?
No. You're supposed to let Khan save them, because those are the townsfolk that you're trying to save.
Oh. Oops. Do I get a different ending if I don't, or is it just like a thing?
After you finish the mansion battle, when you go into the town,
yeah,
whoever you killed won't be there. So if you killed the shop owner, you won't be able to buy weapons and stuff.
That's not good.
Yeah, you're stuck with the fairy to save you.
Oof. So I guess I have to fight. Hopefully, one of those guys I killed wasn't the shop owner, or else I'm screwed. So basically, just let them wail on me while he saves everybody.
Yeah, you just pretty much try to avoid them. Khan's gonna walk around and use his little orb to free them.
Oh, I did not know that. That's not good. Well, if I can still wail on these bats.
Yeah, And depending on which one of these you save, you get an extra character. His name's Noon. He's the meme king of Shining Force 3. Everybody loves making fun of his voice.
Interesting. I was hoping I didn't kill that guy. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter since it's just a game save, so it's not really a big deal.
This is just a casual, get used to it type demo.
Exactly, we're just trying to show off the game. For those that haven't played it, but I want to play it. Get a Khan's way so I can do the healing. Let's see, use up a little bit. Sorry about that guy I killed. It's RIP.
Now those little icons above your head, that's the friendship bonus you get as you're playing through the game. If like 2 characters attack one enemy, they get friendship points, and so they build up a relationship, and that improves your stats as you fight.
Nice. Just beating the hell out of me. Yeah, I like how you leveled up. You level up Symbios by like a ton in that demo. He's only like level 10 in this one.
Yeah, they were post promotion. Right around this time, usually you would promote if you were a casual gamer. Others would not be ready to promote yet. But this is around the time you promote, so I figured I might as well just promote everybody on that side. And then I boosted up Symbios a little bit just to make it more interesting. Because when I first did it, I didn't have the promotion going on. Not the promotion, the boost on him, and I was just beating it like quickly. I'm like, I can't have this, so that's why I.
So it's like I can't have Patrick have fun with this. That's not fair. Where's the fun in that?
Gotta torture him.
Exactly. All right, he's There we go.
I tortured Dave, but he got a little laryngitis on us. Quote.
You'd be torturing me anyways. He's getting all the gold.
Flat the bat.
Hey. I'm just gonna move forward while he saves everybody.
Yeah, try to move forward because more enemies are gonna pop up.
Yeah. Oof, I'm not sure we're able to get the mansion at this rate though.
Yeah, then kill the Kayonshi, who cares?
Yeah, fair enough. I'll let him heal that guy and I'm just gonna murder everyone else. Sucks to be you guys. RIP King Dude. Is there a way to repair the bridge or no?
No.
Oh, that's a sadness. It's only one I could fly over it is Mr. Eagle person. Or Eagle lady.
In the later games, there's a part where you can use like freeze to temporarily build an ice bridge. But they must have thought of that too late.
Fair. That's in like scenario 2 and 3?
Yeah, but I think scenario 2.
Interesting. Alright, heal this Mr. Big Fist Man. Why is this fist so big anyways?
It's a type of weapon they use. It's called a cletus. I don't know how it works.
Oh. I thought it was doing a little bit too much of some activity.
There you go. One arm pump in there.
Exactly, just pumping it up. Oh no, don't retreat, don't retreat, don't retreat. Ta? I like this Ta thing. You should hire all the original voice actors for this and make them come back to the game and do scenario 2 and 3.
I'm actually trying to.
Really? Do they have like a list of the voice actors that did this game?
Well, they don't have it listed, but I'm talking to the one guy who was the translator of this for the US version.
Yeah.
And he's trying to figure out if anybody wants to come back with voice acting, because we want to use them for scenario 2 and 3.
I mean,
if they're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, you probably use a lot of their lines, like the for the attacks and stuff. Unless the attacks are completely different in scenario 2 and 3.
No, most of them are the same.
Yeah, so I mean that's not too bad, but at least in terms of like I don't know how much voice acting is it because I only played this one level.
There's a decent amount. It's just a whole bunch of little lines here and there, so the voice acting itself isn't going to be terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could probably do like a Kickstarter thing to pay them too. I think probably the most insane project is like literally hiring actors that did the original games to do these games. It'd be kind of some meta thing.
Well, they weren't actors. These guys are like the other developers and translators that worked on this.
Oh, fair
because
enough.
They were cheap.
Fair enough. They probably didn't even get paid for it originally anyways.
They probably didn't.
Kind of sad to think about. But like I said,
I need to say this thing.
Yeah, literally, it's probably just that. Also, Mr. Fistman's probably not happy in killing all the people, but I do not care.
Nope.
We got a show to do, and we can't sit around waiting for you to heal people up with your magical one-handed fist.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate is he's AI, and his AI is terrible.
Yeah. Do you know how many people you guys found in the voice actors, or is it only just like he's talking with people, you don't know exactly who?
Yeah, he hasn't got back to me yet.
Oh, fair enough.
He knows everybody, like he knows who's done all the voices, but he doesn't want to release that information to me until they're comfortable with it.
Fair enough.
So that's the last I've spoke with him about that.
Yeah, I could imagine any of them saying no unless it's like sensitive for them, like, oh yeah, I didn't get paid, or I don't want to get sued by Sega, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, but honestly, I don't think Sega would care. But you never know nowadays, you know?
Yeah, the thing that sucks about this is we're always one new CEO away from getting a C and D.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how it would fare. Like, I don't know, like, what would happen in the scene if that does happen. Like, I couldn't imagine. I mean, I even heard Sega Japan's nearly not that, doesn't really play that great with the fan relation stuff. So, I mean, especially with that Sonic Mania, apparently that got scrapped. Sonic Mania 2. That's kind of a bummer.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, apparently they said that the internal discussion said that the Sonic Mania 2 got scrapped. So, that kind of sucks.
Those suck. Just, you know what sucks? They never finished Sonic 4.
Oh yeah, they only did episode like 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, it didn't really do well, right?
No, it didn't. But still, I mean, I
Yeah.
bought the first 2 games. I want the damn thing finished.
That's fair enough. This kind of suck though. What are you gonna do? I guess we could be sad about it, I guess. But yeah, yeah, apparently it said, yeah, no, I think Working Design did, someone said, did Working Design translate this game? I think it was, I think they only did Shining in the Holy Ark, right? Or Shining in the Darkness?
They did Shining Wisdom.
Shining Wisdom, that's it.
Sega of America did this in-house. This one and Shining the Holy Ark.
Fair enough. Was Shining Wisdom the first one, or is that the second one?
Shining Wisdom was the first one came on Saturn. That's related to Shining Force 2, not Shining Force 3.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, Shining Wisdom was originally meant to be on Genesis, but then like halfway through development, Sega realized, oh, we should put this on our new platform, and so it became an earlier Saturn title.
Fair enough. Also, these people perma-die, or they just get knocked out?
They get knocked out. There's no permadeath here.
Okay, thank God. I was going to be very salty if that was the case.
Yeah, you just go talk to a priest, and they'll revive you.
Fair enough.
But you have no priest here. You have a little fairy, but she does the same thing.
Doesn't matter. We only got like 10 minutes anyways. Yes, as much as I like RPGs, I don't think, yeah, that's probably not good for streams, because like an hour would be like one battle.
Yeah, that's the thing that's tough with strategy RPGs, is all the time is right in the battle itself.
Yeah, so a 1 hour battle is like nothing. And I'm not much of a speedrunner, so... So probably just finish this one up and call it. As much as I'd like to finish this up. But yeah, it's pretty fun though. I really appreciate you doing all these saves and stuff for us.
Yeah, it was a fun little thing. When Dave said, "Oh, I want a normal save," I'm like, you know what? I could do one better. I'll do something unique for Halloween.
Do something insane.
Yeah. But I've been meaning to do stuff like this for a while now. Just completely redo like the premium disc battles and throw in a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
I mean, this is definitely crazy for sure. It's pretty crazy you're able to do that though, and like place units, especially just within a save file. I thought you'd probably need to modify the game for that.
Oh, I mean, they did a very decent job with this engine. Like, anything I've done with it, like hack-wise, has been really simple to figure out and accomplish compared to like Castlevania, where it was a nightmare. Like, the coding is very well done, clean. It's simple, yeah. I like what they've done with this. They really showed they care and love to this game.
Yeah, this game is really fun, and it definitely shows. And it's just kind of a sadness because this is what could have been for other developers if the tools were better to understand for some of these games.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, speaking of Castlevania, are you technically done with that at this point, or you still got stuff you need to do with it?
I still have a ton I want to do with it. It's just the other stuff is taking top priority. Like, I'm gonna try and get the bug fixes that have been reported out by the end of the year with the new patcher. But I still want to go through and like completely redo the map so that it looks like the PlayStation version. You know, where it loads up while you're playing overlaid.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm gonna try and separate the translation so that Paul can merge with mine for his little changes.
That'd be kind of sweet. Like, have you tried to talk to him and see if you guys could work together on this thing, and like just combine them into one?
I haven't talked to him in a long time. I mean, we had a little squabble on Sega Extreme, but I mean, not like a fight or anything. Just developer differences. But other than that, I haven't collaborated with him on anything.
I gotcha. It'd be probably good just to get everything out and get the translation going, because he has those elements of editing the game itself, but you have the translations and stuff. So it'd kind of be a good like team up, because it's like you already have your parts done, and you just need to combine them together, and it should be decent. But it's probably easier said than done, though.
Yeah, I mean, getting the translation into his should not be difficult whatsoever. Like I said, I've already looked through his files, and he didn't do anything crazy. He just went through and changed like things from like mesh to or dithering to half transparency and stuff like that. So it was little tiny byte changes compared to the other hack from YZB, where he took everything, loaded it all to one huge assembly file, and then pushes that up to the 4 meg RAM card, and it's like, well, my patch is not compatible with this. He changed all the code.
Oof. Well, hopefully with this one you can just be like a GitHub merge commit, where it's like you merge the code and it doesn't touch each other's code, so it's like sort of semi-independent. But I think the only thing you have to worry about is if he creates an update of that and it does touch things that you worked on.
Right. I plan on getting all this information out publicly anyway, so if he ever wants to tweak it in the future, he's more than welcome to. It's just I'm doing way too many things to even care to do that kind of documentation and work.
Yeah, because you just finished the inserting the graphic for Bulk Slash, right? The controller graphic for the stick.
Yeah, I got the graphic in. Right now I gotta figure out how to get the sprite in to say type D. And then once that's done, they should be on that end. But yeah, as of right now, if you go to the twin stick, it'll do the twin stick graphic that Dan Thrax made. It was a neat little graphic that he posted up.
Nice. Alright. Well, I think that's about it. About today, guys. It looks like, we're at 5 minutes left, and we're probably not going to make any further, so I'll probably just walk into the match. You can see the match real quick, because it's like we got 4 minutes left, and I'm feeling good at this game, but I don't think I'm feeling that good, so I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this in the time that I've been given. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Remember, check us out on our Patreon and our Threadless store. And of course, if you want, you can like, share, subscribe, comment, share us out. Ring the bell and be notified when we go live and when new videos come out. Excuse me about that. Yeah, this was Shining Force 3. It's the 4 save files given me by Nighted Dragon here, and it's really cool work. Thanks again for adding those, because it was a lot of fun to use those. Did you have anything you wanted to say before we head out? Not anything you want to plug or just say in general?
No, I'm not a pluggy type person.
Fair enough. You don't have like a Twitter or anything?
No, I hate Twitter. Twitter sucks.
Dang. Well, don't expect to see Twitter for Nighted Dragon. Yeah, if you guys want to, you want to talk to him, head on to our Discord, the Sega Stream Discord, and he'll be more than happy to talk to you, or, say you're dumb or something. I don't know. Probably not that, but, yeah, anyways.
I like dumb.
Huh?
I only call the people I like dumb.
Fair enough. That's why he thinks I'm the dumbest. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Remember, you must play Sega Saturn, bros.